The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
They're coming from far. They're coming from America and Canada. Hear me? Hey mama, hey come from far. They're coming from America and Canada. Inviting you down.
Morning this morning and welcome back to Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, your station for fresh news, smart talk all day. It is Monday, the 12th of June, 2023, and you are on the clock with Erin, Greene. And remember, this Tuesday and Wednesday, June the 13th and 14th, Central Bank representatives will be giving out sand dollars at Super Value in the Top of the Hill Shopping Plaza, Mackey Street, and at the Prince Charles Shopping Plaza, Friday the 16th and Saturday the 17th of June. Show your sand dollar enabled digital wallet at the door and receive $20. Spend $18 or more in sand dollars at the register and get $5 back when you leave the store. For more details, visit any of the Sand Dollar social media pages or call 302-9880. Now, as usual, every day for the next 4 months, we will be giving away sand dollars to digital wallet holders. Every day, 2 winners will receive $30 in sand dollars. To be eligible to win, you must have a digital wallet and answer the trivia question correctly. When you call in, give the producer your name and number, digital wallet provider, and your digital wallet address to transfer the funds to your digital wallet if you get the right answer. Listeners are restricted to one transfer for the duration of the competition. Remember, you can only win once. Now, joining me in studio today is a representative from the Golden Jubilee Independent Secretariat, and we're going to get right into this conversation. But before we get there, let me throw out the numbers to call and the first question of the day. To play the trivia today, you can call 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, and 242-300-5720. People living in the Bahamas but not in New Providence. That's 242-300-5720, and that's toll free. That means it's a free call. So the first question of the day. What is the official website for the Golden Jubilee Independence Celebrations? What is the official website for the Golden Jubilee Independence Celebrations? To find out what you can take part in this year for the Golden Jubilee Independence Celebrations, you got to go to the Independence Celebrations website and check out their calendar of events. It can be found on the page. So the first prize today goes to the first person who can tell me what the official website for the Golden Jubilee Independence Celebrations is. Now, I got a quick story to tell y'all. I'm currently injured, but as a freelancer, I went to NIB. I tried to report it as an industrial accident. I'm going to the police after the show to press charges against a wasp, my guess. A whole group then pressed charges against one of them. I was teething fruit, but that's besides the point. I was pushing my hand through this fence to pull this passion fruit to the other side, and it really couldn't be teething because the hole was in the fence right next to the passion fruit. I'm sure that was put there for me. So I pushed my hand in the hole and whop, something break my hand. That's what it felt like. And then my hand started burning. I didn't scream or shout because I am a professional procurer. I tell you that. So I quickly grabbed some leaves and got to work. Anyway, I pressed in charges. And let me explain. There was no trespassing sign on the wasp nest. Nothing, no indication. Second, I know for a fact that the wasps themselves was trespassing. I know they don't own the property, and we can call it a house, while impeccably built, beyond the current building code, is still unlawful and unregulated. Now, before you try and stop me, I can be honest with you, my guest almost jumped over the table to stop me just now. I know that wasps are angry. They're angry because unchecked human activity is killing bee populations everywhere. And being Bahamians and on a lot of the workload of the missing bees. Also being accidental pollinators, it's actually likely that they are responsible for said passion fruit. Like they may have actually been a part of the process. The ones I was borrowing. And they were guarding it. But like I said, I don't care. I almost lost my second best, picking hand, teeth in hand. That's what I do with it sometimes. Tomorrow though, I can tell you about how I ate so many mangoes in one day, my whole hand swell up. That may be the truth. If you see a wasp, tell him, go on vacation. Me and him go fight. Anyway, joining me this morning is Anastasia Palacios from the Independent Secretariat. Good morning.
Good morning, Erin. Greene, defender of the wasp, even after they bite your hand. It is a pleasure to be with you, and good morning, Bahamas.
Yes, my heart, even though I feel like I was the aggrieved party, my heart still aches for the wasp.
I understand, Erin.
Yeah.
And, I think as we have these sorts of conversations, it's so important because even though that story was a monkey chew tobacco and spit white lie story.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'm aware of it, right? Now that I know that bee populations are struggling, I am less inclined, even when I'm being irritated by a wasp or a bee, to kill it.
Yeah.
Because I recognize that they are part of what is making our country beautiful.
Yeah.
So I appreciate stories like that because it's a reminder to our lives as Bahamians, how do we protect and steward the beautiful earth that we have?
Yeah, and how do we recognize members of the community, right? That we don't really see sometimes, or we don't understand their value or their importance. We don't see eye to eye, and sometimes we want to get rid of them. But sometimes we have to recognize their role in the community and in society. And as mad as I get at wasps, and I do because they like to make their homes in all of the places I like to sit, we need them.
Yeah.
And they are as vital to the environment as us humans are.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And when the bees are on vacation or they go on strike, we know that the wasps are always there to pick up the slack.
Indeed, they are.
Now listen, we got a lot of events in the month of June.
We do.
But we're going to start with the upcoming event. Tell us about it.
Man, so this week is full. Last weekend was full.
Yeah.
And so we just want to invite Bahamians to continue to enjoy these celebrations. We want you to be a part of it. Find the event that fits your personality, your time frame, what you can do. Come on and celebrate being Bahamian and, more important, being the forefather of this nation. But we're only 50. And that means that if eternity would continue as we expected for many years to come, we are the forefathers of our nations. Now the time to celebrate that and to see how we can contribute. So this coming Friday, we have something called Rush, Sip, and Paste. And this is to honor, the Junkanoo part of our community and our heritage. We are incredibly proud to be Bahamian, and no festival showcases that more than Junkanoo. It is the greatest show on earth. I don't care what anybody has to say about that. And the beauty of Junkanoo is that we truly see all of the values of being Bahamian come together in that, right? In love and unity. When people are pasting together for their groups, when you just experiencing the art of cutting some cardboard and adding something beautiful to it and creating junk anew, it really is a good time. So that's going to happen this Friday, June 16th at 6 p.m. at Collins House.
All right. Now, what happens first, the rush or the sip and paint? Do I get excited to sip and paint, or do I have my sip and paint and then I get to rush?
So, we close out everything in our country with rushing,
Okay.
right? So the rush part of it will happen later on in the evening. Earlier on, we want you to come on in. It is a Friday evening. Many people enjoy happy hours around that time. So come on in, enjoy the sipping and pasting part first.
Yeah. Sipping and pasting?
Yeah, we sipping and pasting.
Yes, hold on.
Sip and paste.
Yes.
People are familiar with the concept of
Sip and paint, yes.
But this is sip and paste.
Look here, whoever on the flyer, fix the word, make it paste.
We can figure that out.
Yeah, because I was about to tell you, I belong to the greatest scrap group in the history of Junkanoo white people in the whole world called the Spirit.
Okay.
And the Spirit was formed to create a space for Bahamians who live abroad to be able to participate authentically, right? And so we created a station within our shack where we would have a quick paste, right? So we did headbands, armbands, ties, quick things that people could put on. Because to be an official part of the parade, you have to have on a crepe paper piece.
You do.
Yes.
You do.
So we live in that we're living that process.
Yes.
Get your piece ready.
Yeah.
Where's Arlene Nash Ferguson?
Well, I had the great pleasure speaking. I call her Aunt Arlene.
Yeah.
Last week over at Educulture, and I hope I will make sure that I send her an invitation and maybe she can join us.
No, because she has the spirit of, look here, we got 12 hours left.
Uh-huh.
You all get this pace and these crepe papers together.
Yeah.
That's the spirit
So
that we're going to have out
We're going to have
there.
the spirit out there that day. And, in addition to that, Erin, we're really excited because you might have seen that we were doing a Junkanoo headpiece competition.
Yes.
And I love the fact that you mentioned crepe paper because
Okay.
and they had specifications around that submission. First of all, it had to be within the theme, One Nation, Our Legacy, Our Future. It had to be wearable. It had to be completely fringed. So this was all my old Junkanoos who don't like the tricks. This one had to be completely fringed, and they had to include 25% of traditional material, and that could have been sponge, straw, raw cloth, or newspaper. So I'm looking forward to seeing the headpieces that will be there. Now, the committee has a set of judges, but in addition to that, we're also going to have people who come to the event. Right? So if you come to the Sip and Paste, you will be able to judge those pieces as well. And there will be a special prize for what we're calling the People's Choice Award. So those of us that attend the event, we're having a good time, we're pasting our own costume. We also get to look at what has been created in honor of this 50th and judge that as well. And then the winners, of course, get some phenomenal prizes.
Oh, this is awesome. So listen, we're going to stretch this, face mask competition into the formal Junkanoo season, right? And we can make this a part of the regular parade, because I could imagine the people, because what you would do is you have a timeline, a deadline, you submit your pieces for selection for the short list to be paraded through Rawson Square, and then there's the People's Choice Award at the parade.
I love that, Erin. I have no authority over that.
Don't watch
but I
nothing.
think it's a
Yes,
beautiful
yes.
suggestion, and I stand 100% behind you.
Yeah, we throwing ideas out there. We have come up in the same era. We both Anglicans, right? That song, "Love is like a magic penny." And I tell people, replace the word like a magic penny. If you hold them tight, you won't have any.
Yeah.
And so I say to the whole country, let what the independent secretary has already put together inspire you to come up with more ideas to grow what they have created, right? For the next year and the next year. That's what our job is.
And then, of course, this is the Independent Secretariat's job. And so we've come up with this long list of events available on the website. I'm not going to tell them the website right now because I know that's a trivia question. So I'll wait until the end. But we really want, if you are an individual and you decide that you want to have an Independence Day party for you and your friends, go ahead and do that. If you're a company and you want to do something for your employees, go ahead and do that. The point is celebrate Bahamas. The point is that we should all be finding things either we can get to that's being offered by the Secretariat. For example, this event is free. We just want you to go to eventbrite.com, and if you search rush-sip-paste, of course, we want you to register just so we can make sure, we have enough craft supplies. We know
Right, I was
who's
about
coming.
to say.
We can take care of the people that are there.
A couple of people have been saying, why do I need a ticket if it's free? But the reason why they ask people to register is so they could get a sense of how many people are coming and they could properly project what their budget needs may
And laying out a grounds, right? So, for example, we have food and drinks on sale at this event.
Yeah.
But we want to make sure that we have sufficient vendors out there so that you aren't standing on lines for too long, that you're actually getting to enjoy the space. We want to make sure that we can, direct traffic appropriately, know where our entrance is. And the entrance for this event is going to be right on Collins Avenue, opposite, right after you pass Doctor's Hospital. If you are heading south, it will be on the right side, just opposite First Terrace. But we want to be able to organize the space effectively so you have a good time. Bahamians don't like long lines. They don't like to get, hot. And so we want to do, once we have you registered, we have an idea of this is the amount of people. Our event planners can say, okay, well, this percentage will likely show up. And it just helps us to create an event that flows smoothly and allows you to truly enjoy the experience. We make sure that we got some crepe paper and cardboard there to accommodate those numbers and that you get to fully enjoy what we are trying to do with this Rush, Sip, and Paste.
Absolutely. Give me a moment. Let me repeat the giveaway question. I had a texter. I'll take text, but you have to give me the relevant information. You have to have a $100 wallet, and you need to tell me what your custom name is, your provider is, your wallet address is. The question again is, what is the official Independence website? The Golden Jubilee Independence website. What is the website? Give me the link so that we can connect people to the calendar of events, to all of the information, more importantly, to the volunteers page and how we can contact the Secretariat, share information, share ideas, and clarify details and get more information. Again, the numbers to call, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, 242-300-5720. That's our toll-free number for people in the Bahamas but not in New Providence. And the text line again, that's powered by BTC. Now, some of the other events for the month of June.
Yeah.
Wednesday the 14th on the calendar is the National Blood Drive Day.
Yeah. Yes, and so we're excited about the National Blood Drive Day. I want to double check that date for you, Erin, and as soon as we go to the commercial break, I will do
No
that.
problem.
But it is going to be in partnership with both Doctors Hospital and the Princess Margaret Hospital.
Yes.
And we're really excited about that particular event, Erin, because, earlier I mentioned to you that we are the forefathers of our nation, which means that there are certain challenges that we're still facing. One of them we know is our healthcare system, and we know we've heard cries of Bahamians about, challenges of getting blood and having to send text messages out and beg people to come when a loved one is needing blood. But if we could have the blood bank at a sustainable level, then that would not be as much of a challenge. So this particular opportunity to be a part of this blood drive is really you supporting a fellow Bahamian. It could be you supporting yourself.
Absolutely. And take this moment. It's so important that it's been included in the Golden Jubilee Independent Secretariat. We know that we have people who want to donate blood. They want to be part of their community, of their country. But we have the facilities, what we're missing is a coordinating agency. The hospitals, the PHA, they are, I want to say overwhelmed, because that would suggest they can't handle the task. But they have so many tasks on their plate that what we need is like a PPP, coordinating mechanism to coordinate blood drives, blood donations, and to communicate with the various blood banks to ensure that we are effectively and efficiently collecting donations and distributing them. And so, dear young Bahamians, dear older Bahamians, this may be your moment to stand up and be the hero that your nation needs. Some other events on the calendar.
Yeah, so we have a lot more happening this.
I'm excited. Hold on, let me tell you about something happening in my neck of the woods.
Go ahead then, tell me.
Jubilee on the Sea.
Yes!
Montague Beach and Harbor.
That's exactly what I wanted to talk
Yes,
to you
ma'am,
about
let's
next.
go.
So that is happening this Sunday, Erin. And, we know it's Father's Day. And so we have that in mind, that it is Father's Day. People want to celebrate and honor their fathers. So we've added that sort of Father's Day feel to it, meaning that some of our vendors, for example, would be people that do a jerk pit or, things that we know fathers would love.
Oh, right, like where they could stand with their cigars.
Yep, we
and
had
smoke.
that section and do that. And, we even organizing so a part of this Jubilee on the Sea is that you will see several boats, almost like on I'm saying a motorcade, but it's a boatacade.
Yeah.
Because it's in partnership with the Powerboat Adventures, a group, an organization, and of course under the patronage of the Honorable I. Chester Cooper, Montague, and sailing into the harbor with lights and celebration of Bahamian colors. But if you are there waiting at Montague, we also have a domino competition, man.
Wait,
Yes,
hold
we're
on.
doing that.
Is it men only?
It's not going to be men only.
Okay,
'cause,
just checking.
You know,
Because no, wait. I'm just saying it's Father's Day. You should have a men only, so that none of them get their feelings hurt when the mothers and the women's them beat up on them on the domino table.
Well, I don't know if the Secretariat has considered that. I will bring it to their attention, but we do want to, our theme is about a future of the Bahamas. And in that future, we're equal, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to separate the men and the women, but we will see. I will
Yes.
take it under consideration.
Man, look here, I have all kinds of discriminatory plans for this Father's Day. First of all, you need to have a father's men's only section, but you must allow the women to come through every 25 minutes just to be annoying, just so we could bother them, because they like to get bothered in moments, and then we leave and then we come back and bother them a little bit more. Yes, they're gonna love it.
Okay, if you say so, Erin, I take your word for it. But I will say that Jubilee is happening. Jubilee on the Sea is happening this Sunday, June 18th. Make it a Father's Day outing for the whole family, and come and enjoy this Road to 50 event. Of course, we're gonna set it up like I said with those great vendors, some great food, some great drinks. We're gonna have that domino competition going. There'll be musical entertainment always, and you get to see those lovely boats going into the harbor. We're gonna get started there around 3 p.m.
Yeah.
But of course, for more information, if you'd like to, give us a call at the Secretariat. Our cell there is 477-1915, or you can call us at 604-2010, or WhatsApp us at 826-8996.
I think we got a caller. Good morning, caller. Are you calling to give me the right answer?
Yeah, I'm going to put it with the right answer.
Yes, sir.
Celebrate-Bahamas.com.
Yes, it is.
He's got it. He has it indeed. Celebrate-Bahamas.com.
And so for more details on the Power Boat Motorcade this Sunday at Montague Beach, you can go to for more details. Thank you very much, caller. You gave the producer your information.
I did.
Awesome. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you
All right,
so
thank
much.
you.
Absolutely. Now, producer, I see we got another call on the line. Let them know that we have already gotten the winner for the first trivia question. So I'm going to send out the second trivia question. Producer, tell me why they called. Okay. Good morning. Are they calling for the answer? Just to be on the show. Good morning, caller. You're on the clock. Good morning. How are you?
Good holidays, Dr. West, along with you and your guests.
Good morning, Bremen. How you doing?
I'm holding thank God. We need justice, law, and order in this country, the Bahamas.
Yes, sir.
First, I want to say a godly day to Mistress Sister Portia Barnett, who listens to your show religiously.
Well, good morning, madam. I hope you're having a great day.
Also, I second the motion you. But what I want to ask, right?
Yes.
Now, there's sip and paste to do, right?
Yes.
What are the pasters and sippers going to be sipping?
Look here, they're going to be sipping juice. They're going to be sipping mango juice. Some of it, I can be honest with you, is probably going to be fermented, Bremen.
Well, I'm not too for that, for the simple reason we don't want to make a drunkard out of the country. We having enough problem, too much problem in the country now by drunkards. People getting drunk, killing themselves. People getting drunk, shooting up each other.
A loss of personal control and self-discipline when intoxicated. I understand, Bremen.
That's and I think that lady is too much intelligent to come up with a situation as such. That's very much.
I appreciate your comments, Bremen. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I appreciate Bremen's comments. In the sense of inclusivity, you know, it's important to create spaces for people to be safe in. And that means sometimes we create spaces that are alcohol-free zones, right? Because some people are dealing with substance abuse issues and they tend to stay away from events, right, to prevent a slip-up, prevent them falling back into the habit. But I think there are a number of events, Bremen, on this year's calendar that are ideal for people who don't want to be around alcohol. The point you make, Bremen, I love it. They're young people. It's time to get creative. How do we socialize without alcohol? How do we recreate the feeling, right, without alcohol? And all it takes is creativity, planning, and commitment to one another.
Indeed,
Does it?
Indeed. So I appreciate Bremen's comments and concerns, and Erin, I appreciate your show because you always bring so much wonderful ideas to the forefront, things that need to be discussed and shared. Just wanting to address that these ideas are not mine solely, and I just want that to be very clear. I noted his point on that, that these ideas would have been collaborated with by an entire committee. They would have been vetted at the time. As Erin mentioned, there are events on the calendar for all Bahamians of all walks of life. Some of them would not include drinking and liquor. But of course, as we move forward into a nation, we want to continue to stress the importance of self-discipline and self-direction. Certainly, we do not live in a prohibition era anymore. Certainly, when it happened in the United States, this country benefited greatly by doing the exact opposite. Mm-hmm. But we do want to encourage people to be responsible in and of themselves. You make the choice. You make the decision. One of the reasons, bright.com, and you can type in rush-sip-paste. We want you to let us know that because we want to make sure that, for example, we do have the right amount of policing there. We want to have the right security there. We want to be able to make sure that we are, as much as possible, being our brother's keeper and looking out for those that may be going over the limit. Certainly, there's always options to drink water. There will be options to drink juice. And so, again, it is about free choice and your ability to make a wise decision as a Bahamian. But we will do our part as a Secretariat to make sure that people are safe as possible. So we want you to register for that event.
There have been a number of young entrepreneurs who have started transportation services, specifically like designated driver services. You guys, Now is the time. Reach out to the Secretariat, let them know what you offer, and see if you can partner with event organizers to offer this service.
Yeah, that's a very good suggestion.
It's something that
Erin.
we need. Okay, we are almost out of time. Now, perhaps you could stay in the studio. I have with us Ms. Palacios. Student of the Year, primary school student of the year.
Congratulations.
And I think this will be their first revelation, their first interview with the general public. And as a former primary school student myself, I have lots of questions to ask them.
Well, he's from the greatest school ever, my primary school and high school, Bishop Michael Eldon School. So I celebrate Mateo Davis today.
This is perfect. This is perfect. Producer, we're going to go to the call. And then after the call, we're going to go to a break. And after the break, we're going to bring in our guest.
So, Erin, I won't be able to stay, but I do
Okay.
want to just say this final thing. I want to clarify that the blood drive will happen this Saturday.
Okay.
We had to make some adjustments based on our venue. And so it's going to be this Saturday. I've asked them to correct it on the website,
Yeah.
celebrate-bahamas.com.
Saturday the 17th.
Saturday the 17th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And just to eat something before you come, but we will also be serving food there, and we will give you your Vitamalt after you give your blood and help support a fellow Bahamian. It could be you.
Absolutely. Thank you very, very much. Mrs. Palacios, listen, cousin,
Indeed.
tell father I couldn't come to church because I get bite by wasps.
I will let him know.
Yeah, it was an attack. It was an assault. I had to put myself together. Thank you so very, very much. And please, I'm going to call you all back to my show probably tomorrow. I don't expect you to come back tomorrow, but as often as you can, reach out. Let's share these activities like the Jubilee in the Second City. And then there is a senior citizens home day.
Yes, we're looking forward to that.
Absolutely. You got to send people back. I know C.A. Nuri is willing to have you all back on. Let's talk the
We're
talk.
gonna make it happen.
I missed this St. Milo Butler community. Didn't nobody call me. I had
Erin,
my
so we
Ziploc.
had to postpone it because of the
Good.
rain. So
Good.
it's still going to happen, and I'm going to make sure that you're there, which is a plug by.
I have my Ziploc, and let me show you all something, Bahamians. We have advanced. This is the 21st century. Ziploc is the new furl. It fits in your bag. It occupies the space that your bag allows it. It's see-through. It's easily closable and openable. You could snack while you're on your way home from Toten. I will be there, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you
Erin.
very much. Okay, producer, we got this one last call. Good morning, caller. You're on the clock.
Hi, good morning, Erin. I was just wondering if Mrs. Police repeat the numbers for the Secretariat, please?
Absolutely.
I would love to. So to give us a call, you can do that at 477-1915 or 604-2010. We are also available on WhatsApp. We've created several WhatsApp community groups where we also send information about what's happening. And if you would like to join us there, you can reach out to us at 826-996.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, caller. Producer, take us to a break. I've got some primary school students to test. All my life, I've been waiting to be smarter than somebody, and it turns out I miss it again because this young man is doing his best.
He's awesome.
And that's all we need. We're going to a break. You guys stay tuned. You're on the clock with Erin Greene. We'll be right back.
Oh, no, we didn't know it's summer sweet like that. It's always made of this mainland and keys. And still all these, there's no place like these. Southern winds are blowing down in Elizabeth Harbor. Oh, let me go, let me do the ling-a-ling. You hear them? Oh, no, we didn't know, say, summer sweet like this. Oh, no, we didn't know.
Almost there.
Sarge, that's you.
Well, who else?
Tell the truth. I thought a beige walrus was dying on the sidewalk.
I'm preparing for my 4x100 meter debut.
More like 1 by 1, because the other 99 killing you.
Funny, the Bahamas games come in July 7th to July 15th, and Grand Bahama gotta win this.
Well, you know that.
Email info@thebahamasgames.org or call 322-1029 for more information.
Which island is gonna win?
It's that time again!
Sign up now for the Michael Scooter and Peace on the Streets Basketball Classic, taking place July 24 to the 30th at the Hope Center and the Kendall Ice Exchange. Call 601-4842 for more information. Powered by the Bryce Newbold Foundation.
It's game time!
After a hurricane or storm, get the Nassau Guardian's Hurricane Guide. The guide will tell you where to place disposal, medical care, which auto shop to go to after driving through flooded streets, and much more. The Nassau Guardian's Hurricane Guide will help to make sure everyone knows what to do in the event a hurricane approaches and after it departs. Take advantage of this double insertion opportunity plus 15 radio commercials. Contact us today, 302-2300, 302-2300, or call your account executive. Will you be prepared?
I've been everywhere, man.
Janae's Uniform Center. We've traveled to every island in this here land, man. We go everywhere. We can go to every rock and key, Abaco to Inagua, even Ragged Island, The Rock. Celebrate our country's 50th independence with Janae's special limited edition. Sublimated t-shirts and caps in 10 different styles and colors. Get up to 50% off on cotton polo shirts only. Don't forget to embroider your company's logo to celebrate this independence at Janae's Uniform Center, Chesapeake Road. Call 394-8385 or 6. WhatsApp text only 817-3295. Email sales@janaes.com.
I've been everywhere.
Good morning and welcome back to Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. You're on the clock with Erin, Greene, and I'm just trying to hold it all in. In studio with me today is primary school student of the year, Mateo Davies. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well.
Now that all of the hard work is over, are you going to Andres to jump in the blue hole? What you going to do to celebrate? What you do every day?
I'm gonna have a pizza party with my class.
Nice. Now you are the ultimate primary school student of the year because you chose to share your prize with the rest of your classmates. Well done. Okay, so good morning, Mr. DeVoe.
Good morning.
And Mrs. Davies?
Yes, good morning.
Absolutely. How do you feel, Mrs. Davies?
Oh, it was a nerve-wracking experience.
Yeah.
It was a lot of excitement and a lot of hard work went into it, and Mateo did really well to make it this far.
Absolutely. But I'm sure that you did a lot of hard work as well in supporting him.
Of course, the parents are always there behind, pushing and encouraging them and just helping them, give them that guidance to be what they can be, really.
Absolutely. That's a big part of it. We ask students to just show up and try your hardest, but then it requires us, parents, schools, teachers, the wider community, creating the environment in which they can hit their maximum potential. So I hope that you get a prize as well. Mommy Mateo, don't let them feel this too much, but they are also a part of the journey to the top. Okay, so what is your favorite subjects? What are your favorite subjects?
Probably math and science.
Okay, so this is the big question. What do you want to do when you grow up?
Okay, I think I want to be since the youth is like always on their devices, I want to be a video game designer so they can play the video games and so I can influence the environment and be more eco-friendly.
Building video games that like subversive. Sometimes they don't even know they're shifting their culture and becoming more environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I want to be a coder, but what I want to do is I want to hack into games, right? So while you're there playing and having a good time, then I pop up like a Grammy. Especially if like you have VR, the virtual reality glasses, I pop up and I say, have you done your homework yet? That's what I want to do when I grow up. Okay, so you're finished with primary school now, right? This is the award at the end of 6th grade. What high school are you going to? Or are you going straight into professional life?
I think I'm going to stay at BMES High School.
Okay. All right. And BMES is?
Bishop Michael Eldon School.
That's right. You have to tell them what the greatest school is in the Bahamas? Because the only words that could come out of my mouth is QC Comets when the question is asked. Bishop Michael Eldon School. This is awesome. Okay, have you ever thought about coming to New Providence to continue your education, or are you getting everything you need in Grand Bahama?
I have everything I need in Grand Bahama.
You all hear that, Nasuvians? They are not on our run. But let me ask you a question. Do you need more libraries? You got a good one? You ever thought about creating a virtual library with your coding skills?
That would be really very interesting.
Yeah, so you could connect Grand Bahama students with libraries all across the world. I like that. Okay, now, Bahama Games are coming up. Did you try out for, what's the Grand Bahama team? I notes. Do you know the name of the Grand Bahama team for the Lucayans? Did you try out for the Lucayans?
I did not.
No? They missing us, don't worry. They don't have any brain games this year, but next year, Mateo, we're going to make sure that we have brain games and mind sports in the Bahama Games, so some of us could do well as well.
Mateo is a swimmer also.
You are?
I am.
Awesome. Do you swim competitively or you just swim for fun?
Just for fun. I don't swim competitively.
Now, listen, I saw some video from Exuma this weekend. We want to say good morning to all of our Exuma family. We hope that people are recovering from the extreme flooding. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. Y'all are brave people. There were barracuda fighting in the water on land. There were barracuda fighting in the water on land. And I just want to say to y'all Exuma people, y'all are the bravest Bahamians I know. I was never going out my house again if I see barracuda fighting in the water. Have you ever done any reef fishing, any scuba diving, anything way out in the water?
Sometimes I go on the boat.
Sometimes you go out on the boat?
Yep.
All right. To fish or to snorkel?
I fish with my uncle sometimes.
Okay.
And I also snorkel sometimes,
All right,
every once in a while.
That's cool too. Listen, I got to take this call, and then I'm going to get back to interrogating you. Good morning, caller. You are on the clock.
A pleasant good morning, Miss Greene.
Good morning, Sparky. You have your sand dollar. You have your sand dollar wallet.
No, I gotta get one. I've been bedridden, had an injury anyway. That too shall pass.
Yes, yes.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate the young man.
Yes.
And secondly,
thank you.
I would like to congratulate the gentleman that is responsible for this happening.
Mr. Davies?
Mr. DeVoe.
Okay, I just said Mr. DeVoe. Okay.
No, I know who the boy is. I could call him Boy.
Okay, there you go.
Because I big enough to be Pop. But then he know the Sparky.
Yeah, I know Sparky.
But you see, the thing is, Miss, this is a little his Valley Boy history too, you know.
Valley Boy.
His daddy is none other than Mr. Shako DeVoe. Remember from Muffler World, that now repair shop?
Yes, that's my dad.
That's the boy daddy.
Okay.
And Shako is what you call the immaculate father and his wonderful mother. And he brought up his children the same way you see him doing the same things with the children of the nation.
Mm-hmm.
He brought up that young man, Mr. DeVoe, in the same fashion. And Mr. DeVoe, after college and university, whatever have you, came back with the vision to pass whatever he learned from his parents down to the young children of the schools in this nation. So before we can congratulate the youngster, let's congratulate Mr. DeVoe too, from Sparky and my family and the Bahamian people too. Thank you, and keep up the good works, Mr. DeVoe. And remember, I could call you Boy.
Thank you,
Have a good
Sparky.
day.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Sparky. So, Mateo, we're talking about a culture of appreciation for education, right? That's what Sparky was talking about. He was thanking Mr. DeVoe for creating a space to celebrate students, but also recognizing the culture that Mr. DeVoe would have grown up in, that his parents really, really believed in education as a vehicle to move you throughout your life and the world. And I hope that we Bahamians in this 50th year could really appreciation for education. And then the second thing is this, to recognize the value and the power of family island determination, right? And how those on the family islands continue to drive beyond New Providence with less resources, right? And Mateo, you represent that today, and we want to say thank you for trying your hardest. And I told this story last week, I could tell it again. When I was in like 10th or 11th grade, I got an A in math. I got an A for achievement, and I got a C for effort. And I thought, my father had passed, and my uncle, he would always check in, try to fill that role. And he said, "What you get on your report card?" And so I bounced in to show him this A in math, right? I bounced in. And he looked at that, and all he saw was the C for effort. And he said, yeah, but you got a C for effort. So I said, "But I got an A, how much higher could I go, Uncle?" So he said, "But if you had gotten an A for effort, maybe you gotten an A++. Maybe you gotten an A++ for achievement." That stuck with me. The most important part is the effort. That's what we really grade you on, is the effort, and you have put in the effort, young man. So now let me ask you some very Bahamian questions, right? You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Rake and scrape or Junkanoo?
Junkanoo.
Okay. Basketball or soccer?
I'm a big soccer fan.
Okay, good. Okay. Stew fish or boiled fish?
I think stew fish.
Okay, now an acceptable answer on the exam is stew boil. That's where you get the boiled fish. And you take 1 or 2 spoons of the stew fish gravy and you put it in the boiled fish. And that is now an accepted Bahamian option at your breakfast table. Okay, another quick one. Linen suit or coat, suit, and tie when they make you go to church on Sunday?
Coat, suit, and tie.
Coat, suit, and tie? You like that nice spiffy? You got a favorite tie?
My Bishop Michael Ellen school tie.
That's your favorite one?
It's the only one I have.
Well, there you go. It's the favorite one. Okay, nice. All right. Mama. Christmas Eve dinner or Christmas Day dinner?
Christmas Day dinner.
Christmas Day dinner. What about you, Mateo? Which one you prefer?
Day dinner.
Yeah. It's something about, so I lived in England for a little bit, and the family I lived with, they did Christmas Eve dinner. And it just never, I don't know, it just didn't sit with me. I think the Bahamian thing is Christmas Day dinner. Okay. Beach picnic or backyard grill out?
A beach picnic sounds nice, but a backyard grill out sounds better.
Yeah. Because you know what it is? There's no sand at the grill. Like, I love the beach. I love it. I just don't understand why so much sand. I mean, at some point there's enough sand, but I love it. Okay, Mateo. Math and science, your favorite subjects.
Yeah.
When you go into high school, what's the project, what's the thing that you're looking forward to most as you enter this new phase of your education?
Probably that there's different teachers for every class.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So that if I don't get along with one teacher, there's multiple others.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, yeah, you could balance that energy, you could get that positive energy from somewhere else, and then okay, this teacher, but that's their rights to be who they are. Yeah, this is good. Another question, how did the pandemic, like the way that life changed during the pandemic, the way that how we did school change, how did that affect you? Like, did it shift your attitude about school, or did it make you, want to achieve more, because of the difficulties?
it actually made me prefer school because I could stand up and walk around.
Mm-hmm.
Because during the pandemic, that you can't really go outside and walk around.
Yeah, really restricted.
Yeah.
Really restricted. I don't know if we really took into account the effect of the pandemic on children and school life, and if we really take into account how important school life is.
Yeah, it's actually, Matteo mentioned when he had the social studies GLAD exam just last month that one of the questions was COVID-19. And I said, how did you do? Because I know it wasn't part of your curriculum. And he said, don't worry, Mommy, I lived it.
Yeah.
That was my life, so I know very well what it was.
Absolutely. Being on a family island, do you think, would you enjoy a more interactive learning experience? Like, we learn about building boat, we interact with boat builders, we learn about growing food, we go to a farm and we put our hands in the soil and we grow food?
Yeah.
Yeah? What particular area would you like that hands-on experience in?
Definitely science.
Yeah. So we need more STEM classes, more science, technology classes, and in the family islands, right?
Yeah.
So I think, you know what, it just popped up in my head? We need a benevolent donator, not a dictator, or benevolent donator to donate a science tech lab to Grand Bahama, so students from various schools can come in as a part of the curricula and interact and have hands-on experience with some of these tech fields. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so I've been trying to convince you to come to New Providence this whole time. You haven't picked up on my cues. What is it about Grand Bahama that you love? Not to say that New Providence or the other islands are bad, right? But what is it about Grand Bahama do you love? I figure it's because you all have no potholes I heard there's no potholes in Grand Bahama.
Probably because of my friends.
Yeah.
Because my friends, they're one of the many reasons I am here as Student of the Year.
Yeah. They really supported you in your journey?
Yeah.
Look here.
I want to give a thanks out to them.
Call the names.
Everyone in my class, and everyone in the other class, and all my teachers, and my principals.
What's your principal's name?
Yeah.
Good morning, Michelle. And you, how could you forget the cafeteria lady? How could you forget the person who sells the snacks? It keeps you fueled for the day. But thank you to the whole BMES school, your classmates, the arrival class, the other class in your year, the teachers. You all have what's your school mascot?
The Warrior.
The Warrior?
Yeah.
Okay, the Warrior. Nice. Thank you to the Warrior for putting that fighting spirit in the BMES students.
Well, Erin, I just want to tell you that we are proud of Bishop Michael Eldon. This is their first time capturing this award.
Okay.
Last year they had the first runner-up, Jay Sean Pickstock.
Okay.
And so now they captured it. So they was practicing, and then they are here.
Absolutely. Now, have you been asked, especially since you're staying at the school to go to high school, have you been asked to mentor primary school students or to support or engage them in their journey?
I have not been asked that.
All right. All right. Dear classmates, you see the support that you gave this young man? Now it's time for you all to sit down and figure out how to provide a peer support group for studies, right? Like you help people with their studies and help them focus, and you don't give them the right answer, but you help them figure it out.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Everything we talked about has been very professional and school focused. What's your favorite hobby? Do you like comic books? Do you have a favorite superhero like Captain Bahamas? My favorite superhero is Captain Mother Sick Dread. He pop up on the scene, and then all he says, "Well, Mother Sick, we have a problem. We need to call somebody." That's my favorite superhero. You have a favorite superhero?
My favorite man.
Iron Man?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, what's the one that you don't like and Iron Man has to wake up every day to save the world from?
Oh.
What do you think about Thanos? Like, I want to have a word with him, but I'm scared. Don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it. So, again, have you ever thought about politics?
No.
Putting you on the spot. Good. Don't think about it. It's just a waste of time. Have you ever thought about acting, comedy, making short videos for your peers to tell them how easy it is to follow their dreams?
I have not.
But I'm glad I put that idea in your head today. So what are you going to do for the rest of the week? Are you here in New Providence? Do you get to live it up and party? Or do you have to fly back to Grand Bahama and go to school? Don't let them make you go to school right away.
I'm flying back to school later.
Okay.
And tomorrow, I guess I'll have a pizza party with my class.
Let me tell you how easy it is to put my piece of pizza in a Ziploc bag and send it via Bahamas Air back to New Providence. Mateo Davies, it has been my pleasure today hosting you. You're an inspiration. I want all my Family Island students to know that you are competing at the top of the country, not with the top, because New Providence is just the capital and not the center. And you've been an inspiration to me, to listening audience, to your classmates, to students below and above you. You know, you have set a standard, and people are going to appreciate that. And I appreciate it. And you know who appreciates it? Your mama appreciates it very, very much, very much. Any last words you have to the audience, to your classmates, to your teachers?
Before I go, I want to congratulate all the 2023 Student of the Year nominees. They all did an amazing job to get to that point. All the ranked finalists, the semifinalists, the finalists, they all did an amazing job. And even though they didn't get the top prize, they're
winners too.
Yes, they are winners.
Yes, absolutely. Mr. DeVoe, do you have a list of those nominees to call off quickly before we go?
Well, they're on the book and in the website. I would like to tell persons that you can go to the Bahamas Primary School Student of the Year website, www.bahamaspstoy.org, or you can just Google in the Google search Bahamas Student of the Year, and it comes up. All of our winners are already there. Okay. So you can see them. And I just want you to know that we are extremely proud of what we were able to do. On Saturday night, we offered $246,000 in scholarship, $50,000 in prizes. Every single child on that stage on Saturday walked off with a minimum of $1,000 towards their education.
Okay, I'm glad you said towards their education.
Yes.
Because I was going to hit someone up for a loan. I'm so glad. Man, Mateo, it's been...
And Mateo got a $7,000 scholarship.
I want to thank Rev Cable Bahamas for that scholarship.
Awesome. Man, this is just fantastic. And dear Bahamas, let's stand up. The reason why I'm lucky to be a Bahamian is because we guarantee universal access to education. Because we, as a collective, believe that a child has the right access to the resources necessary to build a whole life. I'm not just proud to be a Bahamian. I'm lucky to be a Bahamian in the time of a Mateo Davies. Thank you guys very much. Thank you for joining On the Clock. I got a text winner and a call-in winner today. We're going to play the game again tomorrow, and I think I'm going to have to incorporate some of the nominees into the trivia question. So guys, repeat the name of the website.
Bahamas Primary School Student of the Year, www.bahamaspstoy.org.
Keep that on hand because you may have to do some Googling to find the correct answer and win your $30 in San dollars. You guys have a great day. Stay tuned. Guardian Radio AM with C.A. Muri is up next. Signing off with Mateo Davis, Primary School Student of the Year 2023.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now hurry up and go back to Grand Bahama before we teach you.
Come a tool. Church were made for fools to be. Locked away. Get involved, get involved. Get involved, get involved. Get involved, get involved. They got a way to get involved. Get involved, get involved. Let's go!
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.